Having cosmetic surgery can be a major decision, so it's important to know that you're in the safe, professional and experienced hands of an established and caring team. St Hughs offers a comprehensive range of cosmetic procedures, and the team is committed to ensuring that your experience is a positive one right from the very outset, when you're deciding if cosmetic surgery is right for you, through your procedure, to the best possible outcome for you. Some of the most highly regarded cosmetic surgeons in the area choose to base their private practice at St Hughs, many of them exclusively. All of the cosmetic surgeons at St Hughs are registered with the British Association of Aesthetic and Plastic Surgeons, an important point to consider when choosing where to have your treatment carried out.
St Hughs Hospital really does provide a different service to people considering cosmetic surgery compared to a lot of the mainstream providers. We're on your doorstep, which makes it very convenient and easy for travel before and after surgery. But also, of course, all your care is consultant-led. You'll be seen at least once, if not several times before the surgery by the consultant plastic surgeon.
Hello, Jane. Would you like to come through? Yes. How are you?
And of course, on multiple occasions after your surgery for your aftercare.
Janet Davis contacted St Hughs to try and resolve a lifelong concern she had with her appearance.
I had a fractured nose from being a small child, and I'd always hated it. I couldn't find anything done with it before. And as I grew older, I hated having my photograph taken. I hated the profile when I looked in the mirror. It really spoiled my life, and I just hated the whole thing. I saw an advert for St Hughs Hospital in a magazine, and I thought I would have a go and see what it was about.
Hotel receptionist Sandy Last achieved astonishing results in losing over half her own body weight and turned to St Hughs to deal with the after effects of such a dramatic change in her body shape.
In January 2011, I had a gastric bypass and I ended up with lots of loose skin, which I didn't like.
Hello from the Royal. Can I help you?
Before I decided to have cosmetic surgery, I did look on the internet and went to see my doctor, and the first choice for me was St Hughs Clinic. I weighed nearly 28 stone, or just over 28 stone. I hated myself. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't enjoy my grandkids. I couldn't enjoy anything.
Ex-model Jean Crook set consultant cosmetic surgeon Mohammed Riaz a challenge in trying to regain some of her former glory.
Mrs. Crook came to me to have facial rejuvenation surgery. On the day of procedure, I had a bit of a shock. Mrs. Crook brought her photograph for many years ago when she was a photographic model, and challenge was to produce that kind of result.
I thought of cosmetic surgery for quite a long time. I decided that I would go to my own GP and ask his advice, and he recommended coming to St Hughs.
One of the worries that people obviously have about cosmetic surgery is that there's a lot of pressure on put on them to have procedures done when they're really just wanting to find out information and find out whether or not it's really right for them.
I felt no pressure at all because I was asked to think about it considerably before I made the final decision.
A lot of the well-known chains do put pressure on patients to have procedures done that they might not be keen on. And one of the things about coming to St Hughs is you'll see surgeons which will definitely give you an opinion and advice, but not tell you that you have to have an operation at all. That ultimately is always the patient's decision, and pressure will not be put on you to actually have surgery.
My experience of working in St Hughs Hospital with the full team, and particularly with the cosmetic surgery team, has been wonderful. Starting right from the top management and coming down to cosmetic surgery nurse is a unique arrangement. It's the will to do things. Whatever we have asked for to improve the setup or any facility in operation theatres, instruments, looking after the patients in the rooms, we have always got it. And that is a brilliant team which is willing to help the patients.
My relationship with Linda Thorndyke was very, very special. She made me feel special. Every time that she wasn't around, she was always at the end of a phone for me. We laughed together, and I told her all about my lumps and my bumps and everything, and she was just wonderful.
It is very important for me to form a very personal relationship with my patients. Along the journey, we almost become buddies. It's more than a nurse-patient relationship. There's that bond that has to be there to take you from where you are now and to where you want to be.
From the word go, I was very, very comfortable with Mr. Riaz, and I had every confidence in him. I was quite apprehensive and quite scared having this done, but because I had so much confidence in him, it made it possible to proceed. I have to say that throughout the whole procedure, before, during and afterwards, Mr. Riaz has been extremely professional, very, very pleasant and absolutely superb throughout the whole thing. I'm really happy I went to him.
Mr. Platt carried out my surgery, and when I first met him, I instantly liked him. His attitude and approach to everything was so professional, and he put me completely at ease. My biggest concern was my age, but he didn't seem to think that was a problem, and he was really lovely. He came to see me after the operation, and I just thought that he was a very, very nice man, and I would have trusted him 100%. And if I wanted anything else doing, I would make sure it was him that did it for me.
I am so pleased with the end results of my procedures, what I've had done. I'm more full of life, I go swimming, I don't feel embarrassed with myself anymore, and also I can go into the shops and buy off-the-rail clothes, which I'm fabulous, feel great about.
I had this surgery done only 6 weeks ago, and considering the short lapse of time, I think the results at this stage are quite spectacular. I do feel absolutely a million times better and far more confident than I did before. So much so that I'm only sorry I didn't have it done earlier. I think in another 6 weeks' time I'll look even better than I do now, and I'm very, very happy with the results.
This procedure has changed my life completely. I was so unsure of everything before, photograph-wise, looking in the mirror, even going to the hairdressers and seeing my profile in the side mirrors. I've hated it for years. When I've gone to restaurants, I've always tried to sit with the side that I considered wasn't very nice, away from everybody. So this has completely changed my life. It's given me loads more confidence, and I am absolutely delighted.
Now that I've been practicing in this area and I've seen patients right from the beginning who come just to see us, I've also come across patients who they go for different consultation and different setups, and I've also seen patients who already had surgery in different setups. There's nothing better than a local hospital and a local surgeon. The reason being that if you are given a cheaper course, going somewhere else, traveling, to me, and I always say this, that surgery is 50%, and rest of the recovery time and care of the patient before and after operation is another 50%. So it's so important to go to a setup where you are looked after completely. It might be a little bit expensive, but the final outcome is much better than going to a cheaper providers.
My experience of St Hughs Hospital has been wonderful from the first day I stepped into it. I was totally relaxed, totally confident. The staff were absolutely superb and very professional, and I would have no hesitation whatsoever in recommending St Hughs to anyone.
As a potential patient, you might wonder, why should I choose St Hughs as opposed to another place for surgery? You'll be looked after by a team of dedicated professionals who are really concerned about you having a positive outcome from your surgery, and who of course are on your doorstep to look after you at any time afterwards.
I would recommend the service I've received at St Hughs to anybody who's considering having something done, because everything was absolutely perfect. And I would say, if you're going to have anything done, go for it. Don't wait like I've done for years. Just go for it, because it makes a huge difference to your life and you will not regret a moment of it.
It's a brilliant team which is willing to help the patients. As a surgeon, I can only produce the results if I've got a team which is helping me, which is listening to me and providing the same care. and I have no hesitation saying that I'm very proud of the team in St Hughs Hospital.
I would recommend St Hughs Hospital to anybody. I would tell them my story. I would say how great the staff are. The list is endless. I just can't praise them enough, and I will definitely, if I need any more procedures, be back there.
If you're watching this film and you're considering having a procedure, don't wait. Pick up the phone and ring St Hughs and ask about it, because I'm sure once you've talked to the staff there, talked to the cosmetic surgery sister, your mind will be absolutely made up and you will go ahead with it. And I can assure you the treatment there is absolutely first class.
If you're considering cosmetic surgery, put yourself in the experienced hands of the St Hughs team. For more information on the range of procedures available, to book an initial appointment, or to reserve a place on the next cosmetic surgery seminar, contact a member of the St Hughs team on 01472 25 1100 or by email on admin@sthughshospital.co.uk.